So whenever you tap into that transcendental consciousness, you can see that everything is just based on how much you want it to change and innovate within that moment. From moment to moment, you have a direct, subtle shift of who you are. That distinction of knowing that you're omnipresence, that you're everything, everywhere, all at once, but also that you have the ability to change your state whenever you feel that you can change it. It doesn't mean that you have to fight your state. It doesn't mean that you have to be feeling into the space of inadequacy, but you can, in this moment, literally change your vibration. And then once you change your vibration, you change your reality. Once you change your belief systems, you change your attachment towards your reality. And thinking and assuming that you are this thing, but you are everything. If you realize that, then you don't have to really fight yourself. You don't have to feel like you're going against the grain. You don't have to feel like you are trying to discover yourself. This means that you always find a reason to live within reality. That's something that you always do. And when you do that, you have a purpose. Being purpose driven and having cause and having that sense of action and distinction with whatever you're doing is a very powerful thing. For a moment, if you separated yourself from every sensation that you always have on a daily basis, then what are you? You are a non physical essence. This means that you don't have to collapse. You don't have to get angry or mad or disconnect. But then there is a subtle detachment within everything that you do. And then you're not attached to anything. You're not attached to the physical focus. You're not attached to anything that's tied to the physical reality, the absolute reality and infinite reality as one. And you see that when you change that direct perception, then everything in your reality changes. But action, purposeful action, and not misaligned action, belief systems that actually correlate with how you feel about yourself, not hypnotic programming. And then you tap into a different simulation because then you're able to condense and break reality and mold it into the way that you want reality to be. So, this is something that you can do day in, day out. So, the beautiful thing about this perception is that you effortlessly manifest all the time. You just manifest negatively. And so, when you don't choose to manifest negatively, you're choosing to manifest positively. And then you can kind of see the outline of the deep water horizon. And you see that the sun kind of just pokes its head out and like lets you know like what you're saying is confirmed. So the divine has different ways to like let you know like what you're tapping into, what direction to go, what timeline to experience. And then they let you know that your style even changes, your attitude, your personality changes within all realities that you encompass yourself in. So when you come to this distinction, you see that you just kind of experience these different sets of lives. And it's like a movie that you're in, and it's like you're the actor, producer, writer, director of your life. And then you choose to be within that character. But then you're not perpetuating a character that doesn't want to be in the play, that doesn't want to be a part of the connection of whatever it's trying to connect to. You realize that you're just enjoying the play of life. So this means that a lot of us break down like overthinking and depression and all of these things that we psychoanalyze, but it's more so that we're empathic and that we feel things and that we're universal receptors. We sense things. We have a sixth sense. And so because we have different personalities and different extensions that we connect to all the time, we don't really know like what timeline we're in. Sometimes we can tap into a timeline that we're really connected to. And then you can kind of see that every time that you do that, you're a shapeshifter. You're literally not even here, but you're everywhere all at once. And then the funny thing is that self-realization turns into actualization, transformation. Transformation turns into transmutation of negative energy. And then as you transmute, you see that you become authentic more. That means that there's a level of transcendence that you'll never walk into the same reality ever again, that you'll never walk backwards. You'll always go forward to where you need to go. And it's a beautiful notion is that you're never looking back. You're never looking back. You're always looking at the pearly gates. You're always looking at the blessed indeed. You're always looking at that sense of forgiveness within oneself. and you're always infinitesimally connected to your state of being. Just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. And it's like, just fuck it. Just be yourself. At the end of the day, that's all you can really do, is unequivocally be yourself. And once you do that, there's something impactful that happens. Authenticity breeds prosperity. And then, it's not always about materialistic things when you're doing prosperity. It just means that you feel yourself as a prosperous, healthy, whole, connected being, and you're using the law of assumption to connect to your preferred state, reality, vibration, state of health, state of mind, and state of connection.